because of which I am not able to connect through the laptop. So probably what I will do is that I will share everything through my phone. I mean, as the content is ready, so I'll just speak through my phone. I'll share my screen so that everything is visible. So those who all want to make notes out of the content what I've prepared, they can start that. So let me, because problem वही होएगा ना कि मैं I mean उससे कनेक्ट करेंगे फिर वॉइस नहीं आएगी, फिर कुछ ना कुछ तो इशू होगा और मुझे कुछ भी इशू नहीं चाहिए. आई वांट एवरीबडी टू हैव अ लुक ऑन द स्क्रीन. और ये ठीक है, मतलब चलो कोई बात नहीं, नहीं आ पा रहा है बट इन्फॉर्मेशन तो विजिबल है ना, इन्फॉर्मेशन विजिबल होना मस्ट है. थोड़ा सा इसको मैं पीछे कर लूँ कि आप लोगों को दिख जाए. स्लाइड शेयर शुरू करते हैं. मुझे ये ना लैपटॉप अपना किसी को दिखाना पड़ेगा. कुछ हो रहा है इशू बार बार उसमें, ना तो कनेक्ट हो पा रहा है ना तो उसमें वॉइस आ रही है एंड आई एम गेटिंग पिस्ड ऑफ विद दिस. एग्जिट कर दूं इसको जिससे विजिबिलिटी अच्छी हो. ऐसे रखें कैमरा, चलेगा? ओरिएंटेशन इज लॉक, रोटेट द डिवाइस बैक. हाँ भैया, बड़ा टीम जाम है इसमें तो. ओके, लेट्स एवरीबडी जॉइन देन वी विल स्टार्ट. एक दो लोग भी ज्वाइन हो जाएं, उसके बाद धीरे धीरे सब आते रहेंगे बिकॉज वी हैव टू बिगिन दिस. By the way, those who got their TCS Pune interview cracked, big shout out to everyone. Congratulations, all of you, because this is like, see, these small milestones, they really uh, make a big stand in your career. Even if you are at a small package, doesn't matter. Even if you are you know, just it's just the beginning, but switching on to the companies and getting at a good package, it's really remarkable. I literally feel proud on myself if any of my students who they crack the interview or they get through the organization and then they call me and then they ping me. Today two of the students, they call me back stating that uh, yesterday was the interview conducted and they cracked it, and I was very very happy. Seriously, congratulations to each one of you who cracked the interview, who got through the organization. I wish you all very good luck and may you all have a very bright career, because that really, boost up my confidence that I should go ahead and uh, do something for you also, that you all can make it to something very big in your career. Anyways, it's already going to be 9. Let's begin. So today's topic is the difference between R2 and R3. So what is this does means, like what exactly we are going to read. So the impact of the new ISO ICSR ICH E2B R3, they standardize on adverse reactions reporting a new business rule in UDRA vigilance. So it is just the standardized form of the R2. Like, if you might have known that previously we used to report things on paper, like there was paper based reporting, then slowly it again raised it a standard, then it came to electronic, then furthermore, like it came from R1 to R2 to R3. Now what we are dealing with R3. So in the year 2001, the biggest transition ever happened, which was from R1 to R2, and later on, then in the year 2013-14, it got approved across the means in 2004 it got approved in the Europe. In EU, in the EU region, they started using the R2. Then on I think 21st of November 2017, it finally got implemented within our country, that from R2 to R3 it started the transition. Now what are the table of content? So what is ICH, ICSR, E2B, R3, ICSR transmission? Advantages to implement transitions from R2 to R3. Benefits of ICH, R3 standards, and section of implementations. Now, what is the ICSR transmission? Why do we do that? The exchange of safety information is based on paper based formats, for example, the yellow cards, SIOMS 1 forms, MedWatch forms, etc. Then, considering the large number of the potential participants in worldwide exchange of information, there should be a standard format that is capable of accommodating direct database to the database transmissions using standardized message transfer. Now, over the last few decades of the number of the reported cases that have been increased, uh, hence they increase the ICSR reporting that have been shifted from the paper based to electronic transfer, and electronic transmission of case safety information have become an important component of global pharmacovigilance. Now, what does this statement denotes? That previously the exchange of safety information was completely paper based. Example, the yellow cards, then it moved to the SIOMS 1 form, MedWatch, etc. Now, as the population is increasing, the potential participants are increasing worldwide. So, the exchange of information should be in a very standardized format, which we are capable of accommodating direct database to database transmissions, which means that there is no probability that the data might get breached or data might get leaked or data might get missed. It's a direct database to database transmission using the standardized message transfer. Now, what is the advantages of electronic transmissions? ICH choose to adopt XML scheme for the ICSR as it is more suitable for intended purposes. XML is more portable and non-proprietary. It can be used to share information electronically and across all the global platform. It is supposed to be an in, international standard and therefore will be accessible easily. It improves the ability to efficiently exchange and process the ICSR, facilitate the transfer of information to the organization who needs it, and facilitate the aggregate of the safety data analysis, allow the minimizing resources for data entry activities. So these are the below advantages which happens during the electronic transmission, which is helpful for an organization to easily transfer the data. Now, what is exactly E2BR2? E2BR2 represents the second revision of ICH E2B guidelines introduced to establish a standardized format for the electronic transmission of individual case safety report. What are the key features? First of all, it ensures uniformity in the structure and transmission of the adverse event report across the different stakeholders. Define mandatory and optional field covering critical information such as patient demographics, drug details, adverse event, and outcome. And the last is XML format. We utilize XML. What is the full form of XML? Is extensible markup language, which encodes the data. It ensures the machine readability and facilitating seamless data exchange between the disparate. What is E2BR3? Building upon the foundation which is laid by E2BR2, E2BR3 represents the third revision of the guidelines, introducing advanced features and enhancement to the further elevate the quality and interoperability of the PV data. What are the key features for R3? First is improved. It has the improved data quality, new data elements, enhance interoperability, and comprehensive reporting. What I will do is, post completing the video over here, I'll like go to my video creator. I will put all the data in a PPT format so that it is easy for you to get the data from here, because I understand that it is not coming up to the mark. But for as of now, as I have promised, I'm just sharing the data with you. So the improved data quality is implement stricter validation rule and enhance data entry requirements to ensure the integrity and accuracy of reported information. Then new data elements, it introduces additional field to capture more detailed information about adverse event, patient history, and drug product specifics. Ensure compatibility. Then what is enhanced interoperability, which ensures compatibility with the global standards such as ICO HL7, facilitating seamless integration with the diverse PV system worldwide. Then what is comprehensive reporting? Allow for nuance reporting with structured data elements, enabling detailed timeline of the adverse event and the product information. Now, as you all can see in this chart, that this is the detailed description. What is the difference between R2 and R3? So, if you can see in the description that report nullification and amendment, it was there in R2, but in R3, amendment has been added. Nullification was already there, but in R3, amendment has been added. Then the sender type. In the sender type, we had pharmaceutical company, health professional, regional, PV center, WHO collaboration centers, and others. Whereas in the R3, patient consumer have been added. Then age group. In the R3, fetus have added, rest all 7 are there. Neonate, infant, child, adolescents, adult, elderly, everything is there except in R3, fetus has been added. Then what is the characterization of the drug role? That here, drug not administered have been added, as you all can see this last one. So drug not administered is the latest one which has been added for this. Okay, so what is the next time interval? So as you all can see in the R3, like in the R2 we have year, month, week, day, hour, minute, but in R3 we have cyclical, okay, and total, necessary and cyclical, necessary and total. These three have been added into R3. In the gender or the sex, male, female, whereas in R3 we have null flavors, unknown, masked, asked but unknown, not asked and unknown. I will tell you a detailed information about the null flavors in the further sites. So what is ACK transmission, acknowledgement transmission code? These are the further codes. Now in R2 we have 1, 2, 3, and in R3 we have AA, AE, AR likewise. And these are the respective codes for that. Seriousness criteria. Previously in R2 we just had yes or no, but in R3 we have yes, no, and no information available or no new information. Then we have the test results. As you all can see that there are 50 units being available, interval units available. Along with that, it cannot be splitted into the units. Now what are the null flavors? We have been talking about null flavors, as you all can see. I hope this is visible. Now NI means no information. If you don't have any information whatsoever, it can be from the exceptional value. This is the most general exceptional value, the default exceptional value. Masked means any information which needs to be kept as a privacy provided by the sender due to security purposes or other reasons, and they don't want to disclose their date of birth, time, date of birth, name, credentials, address, phone number, email. So they make it as masked. Then unknown. If you don't have any information, you can keep it as unknown. NA is not applicable. If you have no proper values, you can keep it as not applicable. Then asked but unknown. Asked but unknown means that you have the information, it was asked, but it was kept as unknown. Then you have not asked. This information has been sought out, means it is not exactly provided, it was asked, but it is unknown. Okay, then we have negative infinity of number and positive infinity of number. So these were the respective null flavors. Now what is the granularity of the data in R2 and R3? There are three major things which you need to look upon in the granularity of the data in R2 and R3. First is the seriousness. In R2, if you want to mention the seriousness, you can mention it as the case level. Okay, suppose if you have a case and there are 2 to 3 or 5 events and each is having their individual seriousness, so you have to read the entire narrative. You need to make the assessment that at the end of the case you will mention the case level seriousness. But in R3 you can mention the seriousness at event level, okay, not at the case level. So without reading the entire narrative, you can just assess the events which are serious and which are non-serious. Then country of incidence. Patient took some medication in country 1 and then it traveled to country 2 and experienced some event. So in R2, what you have to do, that you have to create two cases. like in one country where the patient took the medication, in another country where the patient experienced the event, and then you need to process them separately. But in R3 we can process the both the things in same case, because we have both the options of country of incidence and country of origin. So there is no difference between them, and you can process in the same case. There is no required to generate a separate case. We have a provision to enter the country of incidence at event level. You can check both the database, they have the improvised version. Then third is the causality. In R2, the reporter and MAH causality are supposed to be entered in a structured field, whereas in R3, either it is any stakeholder, any reporter, or any MAS, all can be entered into the structured field. So just to make your work easy, I am extremely sorry, there is some glitch in my laptop, because of which I cannot come live through my laptop, so I have to share my screen, unfortunately. Probably I'll do one thing, that I'll create another video of this, and I'll upload everything in a very neat format, so that it is available for you to see, to understand, to learn. We had wind up the session today, I think, in 17 minutes. So probably I feel it would be very easy for you. These slides would be available at my YouTube channel, and you can go there, you can share with everyone. Just share, like, and subscribe. We need to grow, we need to increase more audience, so that more learning is there and you guys can crack the interview. I hope you might have liked the content, and in case if you need anything beside see, on a daily basis I would be posting the content, and I will be giving information to you, so that it is easy for you to get it. Today was a wrap up for now with this much information, and I'll post another video with all the slides, so that you can easily go there and get the information whatever you need. Thank you so much from my end, and have a great evening. Enjoy yourselves. Bye bye.